Welcome to Expat American. Today we are in RedSquare, the heart of Russia. Take a look around. This is where they do all their big parades. Pretty fantastic. So we're going to go around and check this place out. Although you've seen it many times, hopefully I'll explain it better. This right here is the largest building in RedSquare. It takes up the most edge space. RedSquare is basically a football field sized cobblestone area where Moscow puts on parades and sets up temporary stages for concerts. And this beautiful old building, I believe, is the oldest shopping center in Europe. And it is definitely on the expensive side, like something in New York City. This right here is St. Basil's Cathedral. It is the oldest church in Moscow, I believe. And funny enough, I actually went on a date inside St. Basil's with the woman who would end up becoming my future wife. This right here is the Kremlin. This is where the government work happens. This would have been the old fortified city long ago. And this is the long red wall. Looks like Christmas trees. You can see the ramparts up there. So this is Moscow's clock tower, the Kremlin, with a red star on top, which is definitely a Russian symbol, a red star. This right here is the tomb of Lenin, the first leader of the Soviet Union, and you can go inside and see him laying in a glass coffin. And it's actually down underground and you have to keep moving. They don't let you stop. I think they don't want you to have enough time to look at the detail of his body because he's of course quite old at this point. I had made the mistake of stopping and the soldiers got onto me about it. This castle here at the other end across from St. Basil's is actually a museum. It's their big museum at RedSquare. So it's a more traditional looking castle. Now just off of RedSquare, you have a long city walk, European style city walk with restaurants and shops, very beautiful. This video doesn't do it justice because of all the construction that's always going on in the city. I'm gonna go outside the ramparts now and I'm looking for costume characters because they also have people in costume that you can take pictures of for money. And also there's a restaurant that you can eat at which is inside the ramparts where you would, it looks like very medieval, torches on the wall, you go up through the wall and you eat inside what looks like a beautiful castle. Here is the statue of a Christian just outside the walls of RedSquare. So what has castles, parades, restaurants, shops, costume characters? Before I became an expat, I would have said Disney, but apparently Moscow did it first here with RedSquare, which is the real version of such a thing. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate Disney, it's fantastic. But it's so awesome to come to a part of history where it's not manufactured. So over my shoulder you see a giant statue of a man holding a cross. I wanted to get up closer to it, but it's been blocked off today for some reason, and I don't like getting in trouble with authority. But behind that giant statue is a smaller statue of a man getting baptized. And as I've said before, statues are important to a city. You know, they put money into it and they've erected it in the center of their city. They're trying to tell everyone, this is what's important to us. So although Americans and Russians are different and we believe in different things, we have certain foundational things that are the same. And historically, our lines both come out of Jerusalem. Again, we're just outside of the walls, and there it says Casa. Right next to it in English, it says ticket office. You've got English options almost everywhere in Moscow, certainly in the tourist spots. And RedSquare is a giant tourist spot, and this is where you can buy tickets to all the many museums that are here. On the side of RedSquare, they've got some carnival rides and an ice skating rink. Again, more live music. That says Shokolodnitsa. Shokolodnitsa is Russia's answer to Starbucks. So I will end here at the restaurant, which is inside the walls of RedSquare. So you can see that behind me, like a medieval restaurant. If you like this video, please click the like button, click subscribe, and ring the bell notification, and click up here if you'd like to see the next video. Crazy birds in my face, all over the place.